And good morning, everyone, and welcome to another fine morning here with Waking Up with Soop and Sugah. This is episode 7, and today is May 31st, last day of May. With me today, my two co-hosts, DJJ, look at that gorgeous face, Gao.
How you doing?
Pretty good. And Sugah, how you doing, Sugah?
Hey. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Look at this. Hoja. Yeah, there you go. Bust those moves. Alright, let's get going here. We're doing
What up, Hoosier? See you later, bro.
a la cool is the nightfall this week. No radar, that'll be interesting.
At least we know where we're going.
Yeah, we definitely know where we're going. So yeah, episode 7. Like the way these are going along. They're getting just a little better.
Me too.
So, how's your week, DJ?
My week is awesome. My wife Patrice has been on vacation, and we've been having a blast.
What you guys been doing?
And it's we actually rearranged. Well, I shouldn't say rearranged. We redesigned our garden.
Redesigned.
Redesigned, and we almost have it finished. It's a lot bigger. I think it'll be a lot more functional. We can get a lot more plants in there.
Okay.
And it's going to be awesome.
Sweet.
And we're not done yet.
Of course. How about you, Sugah? How's your week?
Good week, indeed.
Yeah.
Enjoying the warm weather. And got a 335 helmet out of Iron Banner, which
Yay.
made me quite happy. Yeah, well, I mean, Oh, really? Did you see that, like, just slide right past them? In the middle of them? I was a little excited.
Small.
Yeah, 335 helmet, which, helmets are usually the last thing I get. So, and I'm always, like, I actually did not hit 320, for the update because I was waiting on a helmet. Everything else was 320, and I was waiting on it, so I'm very excited that I've got a 335 helmet already.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it just makes it handy.
So what's your top light level now with the helmet?
I am like literally like a hair shy of 334. I'm like sitting at 333 with like a smidgen. So, all I need, I think, is a chest, a primary, and a heavy. Which is funny, because last time it was like the other way. I had the primaries, I had the heavies, so I need to do a little more.
Well, it's Oryx this week, isn't it?
Oryx,
So
exactly.
you'll probably
Yeah,
get that
it's Oryx
primary.
this week, so I'll get it.
Definitely get that primary with your RNG.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
had so many because we're always doing Oryx, but...
Anybody need that special box back there?
Yeah.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, no, I got some laying around here. I don't need it.
Alright, yeah.
I don't need it.
Alright. Yeah,
I don't need it.
I don't.
my week was pretty good too. Besides the fact that I'm sick right now, I think that's the only downfall. Somehow got sick over the weekend.
You always get sick, though.
No, I don't. I haven't been sick in a long time. When was the last time I was sick? It's like
I can sense
You were sick, like...
last time Matthias was here.
high runes hold
He was
Before he
here,
was
like,
here. Before
Okay.
like the last time. Like
That's
before this
funny.
time.
Maybe like 2 months ago.
Yeah. So but yeah, my weekend was fantastic. I was a part of the mental health awareness stream that Bell Bunny was hosting, and it was a 24-hour stream, and it went from actually it was a 24-hour stream, but it went 25 hours. It went from Saturday 10 a.m. till Sunday 11 a.m. Yeah, so I was slotted for the 8 o'clock time.
Oh, stop touching me.
Welcome to prime time, as Freddie would say. And and yeah, I had a great time. I was on there with DJ Cantrip, great guy, and also Bad News Brown 8, also good guy, with 11-month-old kid, a little daughter, who has right now a little chest infection.
I'm behind you guys on the other side.
I hope she gets better. Come in, Sugah. My thoughts go out to him, and I'll definitely be playing with those guys in the future. They were a lot of fun to play with. I know I definitely played with DJ Cantrip more than I did with Bad News. But Bad News is up in the other side of the world there. He's in England, so we were on at 8 p.m. My time, and for him it was like 2 a.m. So I think that's the biggest reason why I got to play a little more with DJ Cantrip than I did with him. Did a couple matches with DJ Cantrip before we did our stream, just to get to know each other and kind of see what we were gonna chat about and how we were gonna best use our hour, and we had a lot of good times. We had some Iron Banner matches, which again, as Sugah said, Iron Banner was very generous this time around. I think right off the bat I got like a couple 335 fusion rifles.
I got.
Ooh, less Guardian. No, where am I going? Where am I going?
Pushed so hard. I don't know from what.
Oh, and I'm down. But yeah, I definitely had a good time on the stream. Like I said, it was mental health awareness. We were at that point covering depression and anxiety, which were big topics for me. Being that I do have anxiety, and I have suffered from panic attacks in the past. And same thing for depression. I've suffered from depression, and I try my hardest to function. And it was a good place to just open up and talk and get to hear these other Guardians and their point of views. The chat was amazing. Just all the people that opened up in chat. It was a wonderful experience, and I think I met a good group of Guardians that I'm gonna enjoy playing with in the future.
I'm down.
And yeah, so we went on from 8 to 9:30 because the time slot.
Let's get to the other battery.
The people in the time slot after us, unfortunately, I do believe there was a medical emergency and they had to drop. They dropped out.
Aw.
So yeah, so we split that. Hour.
Help me take this down. You're on the.
I'm
side.
reviving DJ. Give me a sec. So we took up that time slot and we split it between. I'm down. We split it between two groups, and it worked out in the end because once you get into the conversation, you realize that you have more to talk about than you initially had thought. and the whole stream was just fantastic. Like all 25 hours were just they're pretty good. There were a couple of stories that were told on there that were I know a couple brought some tears. I know Kill Switch's story was very emotional. So just to see all these people just come together, open up, and support each other, it was very nice to see, to say the least. So, and then actually got so into what we were talking about that I brought up postpartum depression, and was later invited back by Bell Bunny for the 1 a.m. slot. So I of course I said yes, and I came back at 1 a.m. Bell Bunny actually went down for a nap and never got back up. So I ended up doing the stream with Zach, another fantastic guardian. Pop that golden pen. And again, played a couple Iron Banner matches with him on stream, and because it was so late in the night, I wasn't doing my best. So I'm definitely gonna have to play with Zach again just so you can see my real PvP prowess. But yeah, I had a great. Even though I was tired on Sunday when I went to work, and I didn't get much sleep. But you know what? I felt good. I felt really good. So yeah, I enjoyed my Saturday. Ooh, look at these. What is these? Right behind you, babe. Ooh, I'm Papa Heavy. So yeah, I'd like to thank Bell Bunny. She did a fantastic job organizing the thing, getting all these people together.
I got stuck on the stairs.
I see.
Uh-oh.
And it wouldn't have been Ice Guardian. This time I'm a little more prepared. Yeah, without her, this thing wouldn't have been possible. I don't think we would have all come together the way we did. So thank you very much to Bell Bunny, and everyone who participated, everyone who opened up, and thank you. All right, we got a little bit of news this week. Interesting news. Not much on the Destiny front. The only thing that came up on the Destiny front was that they fixed the Guardian Shroud. I see. We'll come back. Boom. The only thing they fixed on the Destiny end was the heavy ammo glitch, where people were using the Cocoon perk and the Clown Cartridge perk to basically get infinite ammo. They swap back and forth to get heavy. And they fixed that. It looks like they fixed it Wednesday towards the end of the stream. And they did it with a hotfix. It was called hotfix 2.2.0.3. So yeah, and besides fixing the infinite heavy, it also fixed a super exploit before it became common knowledge. So which subclass missed a chance to enjoy a Reign of Terror? We may never know. I wasn't even aware that there was a subclass that had a glitch going on there for a little bit. So Bungie, obviously, the community let Bungie know, and Bungie shut that down right away before it even became an issue. So to hear that, that's pretty cool. But that's about it on the Destiny front. They did do the Crucible ride-along, where they took a couple of the designers of the Crucible levels, and they went into the Crucible, and they talked about the concept and what went into making those levels. It was an interesting stream. I want to say my favorite out of the three, I think, was the raid along, the one where they went into the raid. That was pretty fun.
The raid along.
The raid along, yeah. So for this Crucible one, they went into the Rusted Lands. They also went into Anomaly. And they talked about a
Oh,
little bit
man.
about those. And ooh, good pegged. Oh no. Oh no. I'm running. And I'm down.
I forgot I can't jump. You take more damage when you jump.
Yep. And on top of that, they also talked about Twilight Gap. So they covered 3 Crucible maps. The Twilight Gap one was interesting. Anomaly was funny when they talked about it. I was a little disappointed that they only did 3. I definitely thought there were a couple more Crucible maps that they could have touched on.
Damn it.
Especially like Bannerfall. I kind of wanted to know a little more about the other tower. But oh well. So yeah, that was about it as far as Division news, or Destiny news. Now on to Division news.
Ooh, you guys are right there.
Ooh. I'll fix it up so I got a tether. I had a golden gun before, completely useless. Actually, let me use it up first. We got our update last week in the Division 1.2. And it brought a new incursion as far as 4 new gear sets and weapons and a whole load of extras. DJ, have you gotten a chance to play some Division?
No.
No.
No. not yet.
I did. I went in there last week and with a couple buddies. We went into the Dark Zone, and boy, is it fun to kill named NPCs in the Dark Zone. And they drop golds, so
Why?
you get your golds, and you get your gear sets. And I leveled up. I went up probably like 12 in my gear score. I think I went in at 171. And I walked out at 180, 182, 184. So I'm like incursion ready. I'm ready to do the new incursion. As a matter of fact, after I like got ready, we took Sugah into the Dark Zone, and we ran around and we got her some gear, and we bumped her up quite a bit too.
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
So
If it hadn't been for the goddamn internet,
yeah, for some
glitch or
reason,
whatever was,
we're not sure if it was our internet connection, Comcast was doing something to us, or if it was the servers on the Division's end. But
it was frustrating.
yeah, but towards the end of the night there, we just kept getting kicked like every 10, 15 minutes, and it was really annoying.
Oh. That would be
Literally,
annoying.
like, I couldn't even hop in.
So, but yeah, but we had tons of fun getting her gear. It wasn't a drag. It wasn't a grind. It wasn't like 10 minutes of shooting at one guy. Like, we actually ran a route that was pretty good, and we would kill like 5 bosses in 15 minutes, and we get those loot drops, and then we'd extract. Sometimes we'd hunt down rogues. The Dark Zone has definitely gotten a lot more fun. I experienced.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, you definitely are. I experienced the cut rope mechanic for the first time, the whole hijacking. So I was running Dark Zone by myself, and I killed the guy, and I picked up some good loot. And there was this guy following me, and at first I was cautious, but then later, he allowed me to extract, and he did jumping jacks, and everything seemed groovy. So I went back to killing stuff, and I got a gear set, and I was so excited. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go extract this, and he's there again, right? And I think nothing of it. And I put my shit up on the rope,
no.
and we're both doing jumping jacks, and then I start. I'm like, oh well, that's cool. And this NPC comes up, and I start paying attention to him, and I start shooting him, and all of a sudden my line gets cut, and I'm like, what? I like turn around and there's like a
He
guy
set
coming
you
at
up.
me with a shotgun, and then he like starts bursting at me, and yeah, so he killed me and he took my shit and he ran away. Um, but it was it was quite the experience to have your rope cut on you. Um,
Oh, yep.
yeah, it
He
happened to
set you
us.
up on
Yeah, that was when I was running alone, and then the second time I was running with two buddies of mine, and we're dropping loot, and we get our rope cut, and I don't know if the guy was just testing it out or if he wasn't sure what he was doing, but he got melted right away because it was like one guy cut a rope that three people had put loot on. So we like picked up our loot and we extracted again. Um, so it's really a fun mechanic. It's not unfair in any way because the minute you start to cut that rope, you go rogue. Uh, so you could start shooting them right away. And when you shoot them and they're cutting the rope, it stops the timer. They need 5 seconds to cut the rope, but if you're shooting at them, that timer doesn't count down to the 5 seconds.
That's cool.
So the mechanic is not unfair in any way. If you're paying attention and you're shooting the guy, there's a lot of potential that he won't cut your rope. And also, people can't cut your rope to make you go rogue, because the minute they take their knife to the rope, they go rogue. So it was very well thought out on Massive's end. And definitely interesting.
No! I like fell behind. I like slipped.
I see.
Oops.
Yeah, I like fell right in between the bridge and the wall.
So yeah, so I had a lot of fun there. So I see myself coming back to the division to do some more stuff. Definitely get Sugah up there and try that new incursion, which actually a couple of people have been complaining about because there are groups there are teams that have done it in under 10 minutes. And the reason for this is actually because the new incursion isn't like the first one where it's wave based. And Massive did this on purpose. They wanted people to set their own pace for this challenge. And as it just so happens, some of the best players can finish it in under 10 minutes. But last week we only got the hard mode. This week we get challenge mode. So as I speak, it should actually be out. They probably did it overnight during the update. So definitely a lot more people will be doing the challenge, get better loot. They also fixed an issue where a couple of people weren't getting their daily missions. So they just did a quick hot fix and patched that up real quick. I like the way Massive deals with issues almost right away. They definitely don't twiddle their thumbs when it comes to these things, and I think that's what makes their game even stronger. So yeah, so it's basically it. They definitely changed up the dark zone and the way it's. Oh my god, that's a wizard. The way it's ranked. They changed the dark zone brackets, and in the beginning, people were getting a little confused because they were getting thrown into a higher bracket than their gear score, and this was because the new mechanic or the new system takes into account all of your gear. So that'll be the gear that's equipped, the gear that's in your inventory, and the gear that's in your stash. It'll take the gear score from everything, and then it'll round it to a number, and then it'll put you into that bracket. So if you're in a higher bracket and you have a lower gear score, it's not an issue. It's not a glitch. It's not messed up. It's the way it's supposed to be. I'm ready to go down when you guys are.
Embrace it.
I'm just trying to see which ammo boxes are here because I need to
Looks
sync
like
one or the other.
Special, so we might have to sing some heavy.
Yes,
He's special.
All I needed to know.
Need to carry more Machine gun ammo. I don't know why I'm doing this more. Carry rockets.
I don't even know why.
I don't even know why. Let's do...
I went sword. Alright, cool. I'm ready.
Alright, let's just...
I'm just excited that my game came out that I've been waiting for.
Yeah, that Dead Island remake.
Definitive Collection.
Definitive Collection. The upgraded HD, blow your eyes out version.
It looks really good, and I just lost all track of time playing that game. I was like, oh my god, it's 1:30 in the morning. Oops.
What time did you hop on?
Well, it came active at midnight.
Okay, so
if you pre-ordered it and you left your system in rest mode on the 29th, everything downloaded and installed then. But and then there was still the timer count that let you know that it was available at midnight on the 31st.
Yep, gotta love it.
So I was there and I watched it count down, and boom, I went in and picked Logan and was just doing my thing, and the next thing I know, it's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm like, oops.
Well, yeah. Tell me, how improved are the graphics? We're talking.
They are improved. I had a hammer and I popped some guy in the head, and it was a nice slow motion spray of blood just flying across the air, and I'm like, oh, that was awesome. Definitely an improvement. You can see it. The landscape, the zombies themselves, the characters' faces, everything. You can definitely see the improvement.
Okay. Well, if it ever comes to a red box, I'll definitely rent it, and
I would.
I'll play a couple levels with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, what I did get at Redbox this weekend that I played a little bit yesterday, because I was feeling so sick and I was practically dying. I didn't get much into it. Was that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Mutants in Manhattan. It's fun. I don't. Ooh, I'm dead.
What? No, right next to each other.
Oh no. Just 24 seconds, guy. You can do it. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't think it's worth the... I think it's a $50 price tag. I don't think it's a whole 60. I think it's 50. But I don't think it's worth the $50 price tag. There are only 9 levels. The DLC or the pre-order exclusive stuff were just outfits. Like, you could change the way the turtles look while you're playing. Which was, eh.
Whoa.
Well, I'll sugar you up. But yeah, 9 levels. I played, so I decided to play the first mission on hard, just to see what hard was like. And it looks like hard was just the boss had way more health. I think he had a total of 9 health bars. So it was hard. It wasn't impossible. It wasn't frustratingly impossible. The game is fun. I'd pay $40 for it, brand new. Like I said, it's got 9 levels. The fun part about it is you get to unlock moves, and you can put those moves on your turtles. And you can pick your favorite turtle and, kind of upgrade him, or you can upgrade your whole team if you want to. And they have combos that link together, and it looks pretty cool. Visually, it's good. The story so far is pretty nice. It's very reminiscent of the
Oh, I'm down.
the Turtles animated series. And you get to collect comic book covers, which I think is pretty cool. It reminded me a lot of that Ultimate Spider-Man game back for the Xbox. Just the way it looks, all comic booky. The way you get to collect comic book stuff. And the way the stories are based off.
I can get up.
Yep. Based off not only the cartoons but the comics, which is very nice. I think that's why Ultimate Spider-Man was such a good game, and same thing with the Transformers games. I think that's why they did so well too. The ones that High Moon did.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
Where'd he come from?
But yeah, there's definitely a lot of fun. I'll probably pick it up if it ever. Probably Black Friday. I'm pretty sure it'll be available for like $30 or $25 new. In which case I will pick it up. And again, the only reason that I don't think it's worth $50 is because it's only 9 levels. Maybe 12 levels, I would have said yes. $50, totally worth it. But yeah, I like the co-op. The co-op was nice. I actually got to play a little bit with Death yesterday, and we did the second level on normal. Because I didn't feel like going. Well, we did it on hard, and then we failed. And then I was like, well, I was like, I don't feel like trying to get on hard. Let's just do it on normal. So we did it on normal, and then he had to go grocery shopping, and I took a nap. A 4 or 5 hour nap. So yeah, I definitely say check it out if you guys can. If you guys can rent it, definitely check it out. If you guys are Turtle fans and you feel 9 levels is worth the $50 price tag, go ahead. But I say wait. I'm definitely a Turtles fan, and I'm not throwing my money at the screen. I'm definitely gonna wait. So I say wait on this one. It'll come down, especially come November, December. Speaking of things that are priced correctly. Yay, we finished. We finally got details on the Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens Season Pass. And, DJ, can you guess how much this Season Pass is going to cost?
For the Lego Star Wars?
Yes.
Season Pass. I'm going to say, because of your voice, $20.
$20. How much would you pay for a Lego Star Wars Season Pass that included 3 levels and 5 character packs?
$30.
Ooh, well, you should probably let Lego know. That way they can raise the price. Because right now, the Season Pass is only $10.
Wow, you
I know.
set me up on that.
The season pass comes with, like I said, 3 level packs that showcase the game story from different perspectives. Individually, if you don't want to buy the season pass individually, these 3 levels will be $3 a piece on your PlayStation Store or Xbox Store, wherever you get your DLCs from. And there's also the deluxe edition of the game, which is priced at $70, and it comes with the season pass, the game, and a little more. So the 3 quests that are for the DLC packs are Post Quest for Survival. So it pretty much covers after the escape of the Star Destroyer, where Poe crashes, and then you kind of don't see him till towards the end of the movie. So this will cover what he does between that. And then there's the First Order Siege on Takanda, and that's when Maz Kanata's castle gets attacked by the Empire. So you'll actually be playing as Kylo Ren when the assault happens. And then there's the Escape from Starkiller Base. You'll be a couple rebels that are trying to escape before Starkiller Base explodes. So these are 3 levels that kind of give you a little more insight into the movie. They let you play characters that in things that happened in the movie but weren't necessarily shown. And on top of that, you get 5 character packs. You get the prequel trilogy character pack, which will give you a couple of the prequel trilogy characters. Then you get the Star Wars Rebels pack. Star Wars Rebels is it's an animated show on Disney XD. It's actually pretty good from what I hear. I haven't seen it. I think I've seen the first episode. Um, Definitely want to catch a little more of that. And then they have the Clone Wars character pack, and they have the Jedi character pack, which comes with a lot of cool Jedi's that um, aren't your typical, like Yoda and Mace Windu. Um, you get Kit Fisto and a couple more of the I guess unknown Jedi for not nerds, right? Nerds like myself know who Kid Fisto is. And then on top of that, you get the Freemaker Adventures character pack, and the Freemaker Adventures apparently it's a Lego TV show that's going to be coming to Disney XD in June on June 20th. So it kind of makes sense that they would do a little marketing before the show came out to kids. If you pre-order the deluxe edition, you get an exclusive Empire Strikes Back character pack, which I think will be pretty cool. Empire Strikes Back was my favorite.
Mine too.
Yeah,
Mine too.
The way it ends, Han frozen in carbonite, Boba Fett. Boba Fett was badass. So yeah, you also get 3D graphic art. And you get an exclusive Finn Lego minifigure. Yay! There are also this is the figures. So so this is basically the deluxe edition and the way you get from the pre-order. And then depending on where you pre-order, you might get a little something extra too. I know if you pre-order at Best Buy, they give you a mini Star Destroyer Lego set, which is probably where I'll be pre-ordering my copy. You best believe, son, I'm going to get me some Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I am going to platinum that game. I love my Lego games, and boy, do I have fun playing them.
That's how I feel about my Dead Island. I'm going to platinum that thing.
And the release date for Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens is June 28th. So I've got myself a month. I'll probably be placing my pre-order either Thursday or Friday. I'm ready when you guys are for some Sterling Treasure. Do some level 41.
Alright, hang on just a second.
So yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm gonna put my pre-order down. I'm gonna get my exclusive Finn minifigure and my Star Destroyer, and I don't know what I'm gonna do first. If I'm gonna play the game or build the Legos, I'm contemplating. So
I know you. You're gonna build the Legos.
maybe you could be right. In other video game news, No Man's Sky has been delayed. I know I got a couple of buddies that have pre-ordered this game and are waiting for it. And the game was originally due out June 21st, so not too far from now. But it is now pushed back to August. And some people, they're not very happy campers. Designer Sean Mori actually said on Twitter that he has faced death threats in the wake of this news. He said on his Twitter, "I've received loads of death threats this week, but don't worry. Hello Games now looks like the house from Home Alone. Hashtag pillow fort." Man, that's kind of fucked up. Especially with especially with a game like No Man's Sky. I don't know if you've read or seen anything on this game, but there's tons of planets in the game. So many planets, in fact, that you might not come across another player. And you explore these planets you're an astronaut, you're exploring these planets for the first time. So you get to name the places. If you see an animal, and this is the first time anyone's ever seen that animal, so you get to name it. So, if you want to name it Butt Face Barf, you can name it Butt Face Barf.
Careful, they might ban it.
Yeah, careful, they might ban you. But yeah, it's such an ambitious game, and it's such a huge game in context of the world, or at least that's what they're telling us. Um, that what, if they need a little more time to get it right, I don't see why they shouldn't get it.
I don't see what the big deal is here.
Definitely, I feel like if the division had maybe another month, it would have been a little better when it came out. It wasn't bad, but there were definitely a lot of glitches. Something that I think could have been worked over again with another month. Um, so yeah, they're still working on No Man's Sky, and I guess they're even though they've received death threats, they're I guess not taken as seriously. Um, and the new release dates are actually
Welcome.
they're not in unison. Before the game was out June 21st. Now it's going to release August 9th for the US, August 10th for Europe, and August 12th for the UK. So I don't know if this is because of servers. Who knows? Who knows why they're releasing the game this way? But hey, as long as it comes out, I tell gamers to chill out. Because how many games have you pre-ordered? I know in my past I've pre-ordered a couple games that they've gotten canceled. They just never happened. So I know there were a couple Star Wars games that I was excited about. There was a Darth Maul one. There was a Boba Fett one. And they looked great. And you would see demos, but the plug got pulled on these games. So I say, as long as it's still got a due date, don't worry about it. Some other news, and this one is 2 weeks late. I understand. I know. I'm sorry. And I myself am like, why? Mostly because there's been a lot of video game news. But 2 weeks ago, we did get a trailer for Pokemon Sun and Moon, the new handheld 3DS games. Bless you, Sugar. That are actually due out November 18th. So fall is going to be fun for me. I'm going to be doing some Pokemon. They actually gave us quite a bit. They gave us a trailer, and they let us see what our surroundings are going to look like. They let us see a couple of the new Pokemon, including the 2 new legendaries. So for Pokemon Sun, there's this really cool lion-looking legendary, and I'm probably going to get Sun because of it. And then Pokemon Moon has this bat-looking legendary. Doesn't look as menacing as the lion one. But I'm sure there'll be other Pokemon that are exclusive to each one, which is usually what they do. You can only get this Pokemon in this game, you can only get this Pokemon in this game, which is why you end up getting both in the end.
Or finding someone to trade.
Or finding someone to trade. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed X and Y when they finally went to the 3D version. And then I played Sapphire. And that was a lot of fun. And I can't wait for this one. It looks great. Usually in the game, when it comes to like cutscenes and story and little story parts, your character is in full size. But then when you're roaming the Pokemon world, your character shrinks down and he's like this little thing walking around. And it looks like for this version, you don't shrink down; you just stay normal sized. It looks like they're pushing the 3DS to its limit. They're trying to use everything they can from this little machine. And I'm telling you, the game looks pretty good. And if they incorporate a little more 3D into it, I think that would blow my mind. Because before, the matches were in 3D, and it was only single-player matches. So if it was a one-on-one, you would get the 3D. But if you were battling 2-on-2, like 2 Pokemon versus 2 Pokemon, you wouldn't be able to get the 3D feature on there. When you were walking around in world, you couldn't get the 3D feature. So I'm excited to see what new things they added the 3D feature to. uh, the world, the Pokemon world, or the area that we will be exploring, looks very tropical. It gave me this like Hawaii feeling. And on top of that, we got the our 3 new starter Pokemon. Of course, going with tradition, there's a grass type, a fire type, and a water type. And it goes as follows. First is Rowlet, and he's a grass flying type. He looks like a little owl with a bow tie that's made out of leaves. Second is Litten, and he's a fire type, and he looks like a kitty. Litten, he's a lit kitten. And then the third one is Poplio, and he's a water type, and he looks like a little sea lion. Very excited. They actually did a poll on Twitter, and the Pokemon that most people were excited about was Rowlet. I think it was like 48% of people were excited for Rowlet. And second came Litten, and then last came Popula. I'm definitely going to start with Litten. I'm going to start with my Lit Kitten. And he has, I do believe he comes with the ability Blaze. So, what are you trying to tell me, Pokemon? What are you trying to tell me? Pokemon 420, that's going to be the next game.
He wants Crota to be lit as fuck.
So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for November. Also, something that I'm going to be pre-ordering at my local Best Buy. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm going to be on that thing. Between matches or between raids when we're like waiting for people to like switch and wipe, I'm going to be playing Pokemon.
It's true.
And the last bit of video game news is more Pokemon news, because we got more information on Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is actually a game that's going to be for phones. I'm assuming tablets too. So it's basically, it's Pokemon in the real world. So you'll be able to, Pokemon will be based on places. So whenever you're traveling, let's say you're on your way to the grocery store, and you walk past a park or something, and your phone starts to vibrate, you pull out your phone and it's like, hey, there's a Pokemon around the area. You can choose to go catch that Pokemon. And you pull out your phone and you pull out your camera, and you kind of look around the area, and the Pokemon will show up in the real world environment. When the concept for this game came out, I thought it was amazing. I still think it's amazing, and I can't wait for it. And the beta actually went live in the US, and we got a couple more details on how things are going to work. And it looks like you'll get to make your character, and they showed us like the character making process. It's pretty cool. I'm sure they'll release like little outfit packs that you could buy, probably, so you could change your character's outfit and the way he looks. But you'll be able to level that character, and the more you level that character, the more likely you get. The more likely it is that you'll get these badges. They're given out, and they're not gym badges. They're achievement medals. Badges. They're achievement medals. So I guess they're kind of like trophies, so people can see what you've done and how badass you are. On top of that, they've also shown us how our Pokemon will evolve. And it looks like Pokemon in this game will evolve depending on how many of that Pokemon you have. So the more you catch, your Pokemon will evolve. So I might need like 50 Charmanders to get a Charmeleon, and like 150 to get a Charizard. I don't know. I think we'll see. They haven't given us the number on how many for what, and they also haven't told us how tedious it's going to be to catch each Pokemon. Because if it takes like 2 minutes to catch a Pokemon and I need like 20 to evolve it, you know, that won't be too bad. But if it takes more and it takes longer, then, you know, it's going to be like, hey, I'm late for work because I got to catch like 100 Bulbasaurs.
Retreat.
You don't understand, boss. This is the only place I can catch a Bulbasaur.
They're gonna have you just hanging out at certain. They wanted you to get outside more, honey. That's what they want.
That's definitely what they want, and it's gonna happen. And I hope they stick to. I hope they stick to the game concept, because in game, certain Pokemon show up in only certain areas. So this will be really cool, because if I want a water Pokemon, I'm gonna have to go down to the lake or by a beach. If I want a grass Pokemon, I'm gonna have to go to like a forest preserve or to a certain, you know.
Exactly, in their environment.
In their environment, and I also hope that they also do the time in game. Certain Pokemon only show up like at certain times of the day. Yeah. So if they keep that, that'll also be interesting. I will definitely be traveling a lot more, seeing a lot more, because aside from the Pokemon being in different parts of the world, so are the gyms. If you want to go battle a gym and earn a gym badge, you're going to have to travel physically, go to that gym, and then battle. And the way it works is when the game starts, you'll be asked to join a group, either red, blue, or yellow. And when you go to a gym, let's say there's already a blue person there, you get to battle that person, and if you win, you claim that gym. You get to leave a Pokemon there to represent you in that gym. So when people go to that gym, that's the Pokemon that they're going to fight. And let's say I'm in blue team. A couple of my blue buddies, they can leave their Pokemon at that gym too. So it could be an instance where 4 of us leave our Pokemon there. So when someone goes to that area, and they go to that gym, they're gonna have to battle our 4 Pokemon that we left if they want that badge and if they want that gym. So I think that's really cool. It's almost like this fight for territory. It's gonna be really cool. Which would make sense why they would want us to catch multiple of the same Pokemon if we are going to be leaving our Pokemon at gyms. I'm not sure if you'll be able to get your Pokemon back if you like lose the gym. I'm not sure how that works. I also don't know how long it'll take you to upgrade and train that Pokemon. It'll be cool because I want to see if you can have like a level 100 Bulbasaur and if it's effective. Because it's always nice to have options. There are a couple of Pokemon that sometimes you don't want them to evolve. Like, for example, a Munchlax. I love Munchlax. Not to say I hate Snorlax, but I'd rather rock a Munchlax. But, you know, there are times when, you know, its evolved form is stronger just in base damage than the unevolved form. So if this is something that, you know, they can toy around with to where an unevolved form is viable, this game's going to be so much fun. I'm already super hyped. They also talked about Pokemon eggs. Of course, like in the video game, you get an egg, and in order to hatch your egg in the video game, you have to walk around, you have to take steps. And this will be the same for Pokemon Go. You'll be able to get an egg, and then steps will be, literally, you'll have to take steps. Steps are required to hatch that egg. They've announced that there is going to be an incubator, which is going to be an item that will obviously require less steps for the egg to hatch, but nevertheless, you will be walking. This will be nice. This will be really nice, especially for breeders. I think I'm going to be a Pokemon breeder just so I can walk all day.
Get your fit on, baby.
Yeah, get my fit on with Pokemon.
So steps.
So that's what they should have called it. They shouldn't have called it Pokemon Go. They should have called it Pokemon Fit.
Exactly. They're like, we know you gamers, you just sit around. We want to get you guys outside so you can game and be outside so people can stop giving you shit.
Yeah. So we also got just a little bit on the Pokemon Go Plus, which is like this little bracelet that you can wear. It's Bluetooth, so you can link it to your phone. That way, you don't have to be looking at your phone all the time. The watch will literally tell you if there's a Pokemon around or if there's a trainer around, and it'll vibrate and blink and do all sorts of cool stuff. So
See, that Fitbit, I'll get that Fitbit.
I'll get that Fitbit. I'm gonna get that Fitbit. Like, it's gonna track my steps, tell me when Pokemon come up. Like,
Right? Someone will be like, you got that new Fitbit? Be like,
and it looks pretty cool. It looks like a Pokeball with like a little compass hand.
Right?
So I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna totally get into this game. I'm gonna get so into this game that I'm gonna get a new phone. I'm gonna get a new phone just so it's better and I have more space before this game comes out. So I'm excited. Moving on. We're going to move away from video games here and move into movies with our next segment that we call Cinema Madness. And today in Cinema Madness, this last week we got another trailer for Star Trek Beyond. And despite it not being directed by J.J. Abrams, it is being directed by, let me see here, let me get this right, Justin Lin, who was heavily involved in the Fast and Furious movies. I do believe he directed 5, 6, and I think 7 maybe. So, you know, he's done Fast and Furious movies for most of his career. Now he's doing Star Trek. I was a little weary. I was like, oh, I don't know how this is going to turn out. But, man, did that trailer look good.
It did. I'm
right?
excited.
I'm very excited. And now I don't want to see any more trailers. That's the last one I'm going to see. I'm not going to see any more. Because I feel if I see any more trailers, it's going to give away too much of the movie. I think the trailer that we got was perfect. It was fast-paced. It showed a couple action shots, but it was back and forth, and you could obviously tell that they were from different scenes, different parts of the movie because of the surroundings and the environment. So I like it. It gave me the premise of the story, which is great. The crew of the Enterprise is going to get attacked, and they're going to abandon ship because they're going to get completely fucked up, and then they're all going to end up in different places, and there are going to be a lot of different alien types and species in this movie. Already, I think in the trailer we saw like 5 or 7, but the director has said that there are a lot more. So I can't wait. That was some of the greatest stuff that Star Trek had to offer, was the different alien races. And now that we live in this time where you can CG and even practical effects look fantastic, I think yeah, throw in as many different alien species as you can. You know, that'll make a great Star Trek movie, and this looks great. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. And yeah, you excited, DJ?
Oh yeah, I'm a big Star Trek fan, and you're right that those showed us a lot of different scenes, and I think it's gonna be great. And I don't think this director is that bad either. I think he's gonna be good.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, definitely not bad. I just I felt, you know, when you go from like action heist to sci-fi, I didn't know if the transition was gonna make itself.
But just judging from the trailer,
yeah. But from the trailer, it looks like
action packed.
Yeah, it'll work. It looks like it'll work. So can't wait. Can't wait to see Kirk kick some ass. Did you watch the old Star Treks? The series?
Oh yeah,
The movies?
everyone, every movie, every show. Yeah,
Okay.
Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Next Generation, Voyager, all the movies.
Awesome. I like it.
Retreat to area.
We also got a little bit of news on Predator. It looks like they're doing another Predator movie. It's actually due February of 2018 and is being directed by Shane Black, who directed Iron Man 3 and all of the Lethal Weapon movies. It's going to be called The Predator, and it's going to be February 9th of 2018. That's about all the details that we got. I'm
Is
excited.
it a remake of the first one, or is this going to be different?
I'm not sure. Not too many details on it. I hope it's not a remake. I hope it's another chapter in the Predator book.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Because I don't think you can remake that still
No.
Schwarzenegger movie.
No, you can't.
Or the Danny Glover one either.
I mean, when you first saw that Predator, you were like, "Oh my god!" That,
Yeah.
I just hope they don't remake it and ruin it.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I don't want the Congos. I don't want Predator in the City was fun. That second one, Predator 2, that was very interesting to see.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So yeah, I'll be looking for more details on this. I definitely want to know more about it. Ooh, and I'm excited. Wow. Tether and hammers. And I'm excited to see where they take this.
Yeah.
Predator has always been one of my favorite sci-fi titles.
Mine too. Mine too.
Up there with Aliens. I almost want to say I like Predator more than I do Alien.
I'm gonna say it.
And even though Alien versus Predator, both the original and Requiem were bad movies, it was fun to see those two go at it. On top of that, we also got. Oh, okay. Here's the only thing I have to say about the Predator movie that's a little meh. The director Shane Black is teaming up with Fred Dekker to write the script, and Fred Dekker is mostly known for the Monster Squad and RoboCop 3. And even though the Monster Squad wasn't bad, it wasn't great. And RoboCop 3 really was just blue balls.
Yeah.
Like, RoboCop 3 was the worst. RoboCop, I don't know. RoboCop 1 and 2 are pretty hard. They're very close up there. Maybe RoboCop 1 was the best. But, damn, RoboCop 2 was pretty damn good. I almost want to say I like it more, but, I don't know. It's hard. Between 1 and 2. They're both fantastic. But 3 was just terrible. Absolutely terrible.
So are you worried about a cheesy script?
I am worried about a little cheesy script. I definitely am. If that man wrecked RoboCop, I hope he doesn't wreck Predator.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we're going to see Predator with a jetpack. It's like, I've seen this somewhere before.
What? Are you serious?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh. He had me there for a second. I was like, what?
The last bit of movie news we got here is Power Rangers. It looks like the CEO of Lionsgate, John Feldheimer, is counting his chickens before they hatch. The Power Rangers movie isn't out yet. It's still in production. There have been a couple of set photos that have been leaked, quote unquote leaked, and there are a couple of pictures like the ones that went into Entertainment Magazine that weren't leaked, that were official, that got some okay, responses. They didn't get terrible responses. They got okay responses. But already the CEO is like, you know what? We're going to do like 5 or 6 of these. So I think it's too soon. Like, the movie's not even out yet, and you're already like, we're going to do 6 Power Ranger movies. We're going to saw the shit out of this. We're gonna Fast and Furious it.
Go, Power Rangers!
Yeah.
You mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
I mean, it's great, and if the movie...
Yeah, what are they? Do we know what Power Rangers they are?
They're gonna be the first ones. They're gonna be the Mighty Morphin. It's gonna be Zordon, it's gonna be Rita, it's gonna be the original 5. I'm excited.
It's not gonna be the original 5.
It's not gonna be the original 5, but it's supposed to
those
be.
children. Those teenagers with attitude.
Those teenagers with attitude.
Matthias is gonna be so excited. We're gonna have to take that boy.
I mean, yeah, he'll be excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Hey, how's it going, Justice? Yeah, I'm excited. I think if it comes out and it's a good movie, I'll be excited to see 6 of them. But
Right?
But even then, they'll probably get bad after like 3 or 4. Like, I just can't. I can't think of a series where all 6 movies were good.
Victory. Well,
Even Rocky, like Rocky 5 wasn't the best. Rocky 4 was my favorite. Rocky has had 7 movies so far. Saw had 6 movies. Fast and Furious.
turn to air.
I think Fast and Furious 2 was a bad movie in my opinion.
Friday the 13th had what? 12?
Yeah. The Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street movies had 7. They started blowing after like 3. The death scenes got cooler, but the story got weaker.
Yep.
So, to say that you're going to have like 6 of these movies, I'm sorry. 3 maybe, but we'll see. We'll see how the first one goes. Like I said, this guy's cutting his chickens before they hatch. It's way
I
too
gotta try to
soon.
get this ghost again.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it up. I got it. So yeah, that's about it. Justice Fury 20 in the chat says hi, guys.
Hi.
What up?
Our last segment for the day is the Morning Blaze. And today in our Morning Blaze, I only have one topic, but it's quite an interesting and I'd say eye-opening one. They did the America's Healthiest Cities. It was NerdWallet, so nerdwallet.com. They did a survey and they looked at the 50 largest cities in America and how they stacked up against each other in terms of health. They looked at fitness levels, obesity rates, and healthcare accessibility to determine which city deserves the title of America's Healthiest. All right? And the result of the studies were in no way groundbreaking. 4 out of the top 10 were West Coast metro areas. So it's all those yoga, kale, smoothie type people. And here we go. The five healthiest cities in America. And we're going to start with number 5. So we're going to go backwards here. Number 5 is Denver. Denver rounds out the top 5 cities because of their extremely active population. They have outdoor sports like skiing and hiking. Yeah, go ahead. That keep the population active. Number 4 was Seattle. And DJ Cantrip is over there in Seattle, and their high score on the fitness, they had a high score on the fitness index, and the healthy body weights pushed them to the top of the list there. Of course, Washingtonians voted to legalize marijuana there back in 2012. And as of July last year, they sold their first recreational joint. Portland came in number 3, ranked third in the nation with high rate of healthcare coverage and extremely active population. It's known for bike commuting, and it's no wonder that Portland has secured its place on top of the list with the biking. Sugah, you'd love to live there. And Oregon residents voted to tax and regulate recreational marijuana for their state. Number
I'm
3.
seeing a trend.
Yeah, I'm seeing a trend here. And so that was number 3. Number 2, San Francisco. The city is among the most fit in the nation and scores very highly for walkability. The city did its part to establish the first medical marijuana dispensary in the country, and until recently, California led the nation in progressive marijuana laws. Now, number 1, the healthiest city in America is Boston, a hub for medical research. Boston ranks first in the nation with the highest number of doctors per capita. They also rank highly for exercise rates and, on average, are covered by health insurance a higher percentage of the time. Along with healthy residents, the state of Massachusetts has established a medical marijuana program that will allow up to 35 dispensaries for the state. Yeah, definitely, rate at 10. So there you go, the top 5 healthiest cities in America. And what do they all have in common? You can smoke marijuana, whether it be for medical or recreational purposes. So, I don't know. These are facts. These people are generally healthier and they live longer and they do more. So that definitely breaks that stoner stereotype.
Doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's
Sounds
so
like
bad,
it anyway.
if it's so bad for your health, and it does make you this lazy person, why are they the top 5 healthiest cities with the most active people, and with biking trails and hiking trails? I don't know. I don't know.
He's just saying.
Just saying.
Just Super Saiyan?
I'm just Super Saiyan.
Oh, Goku.
So that's it for this week's Morning Blaze. Just a little food for thought there, guys. Think about it. Just think about it. I know a lot of people look down on it, but come on.
All you have to say is put that in your pipe and smoke it.
All right, guys. So we're gonna start closing up here. Let's do some plugs. DJ, where can people read those lyrics?
Those people can read those lyrics on Dave Jersey /923 on Facebook, or Dave Jersey Plattsburgh, New York on Facebook in my photo section. Just pick a picture and there it is.
And there it is. He actually did a Memorial Day song, which it's pretty good. I say go on there, give it a look, give it a read.
A few good men.
Give it a like, and then maybe even give it a comment.
Or a share.
Or share it.
Share.
You like it so much, go ahead and share it.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, sharing is caring. Sugah, where can people find you?
Adela Red. Check out photos on the Instagram of things that I liked. If you want to check out any of the Division costumes that Soup and I did for ASEN.
For ASEN.
Yes, indeed, for Anime Central. You can feel free to check that out. Adela Red posted up some photos, some of our gear that we were wearing. So check it out. Adela Red.
All right. Sounds good. As far as me, I am Soopkichen. That's Soopkichen. And you can find me on Twitter, on YouTube, and of course on Twitch. Something I'm going to plug here before I get out of your hair. Next week, very excited. Very, very, very excited. Because next week's Saturday. Well, actually, this week's Saturday. This Saturday.
What?
Is the Midwest Destiny meetup. Yeah, it'll be this Saturday, June 4th.
Very cool.
Yeah, here at the Standard Bar and Grill in Chicago, Illinois. It's the address is 1332 North Milwaukee Avenue. Again, it's being hosted by Bell Bunny, who did the awareness stream last weekend. So I am excited. I'm excited to meet some Guardians, have some drinks with some Guardians, and possibly get
share
some
war stories.
Share war stories. Possibly get a couple new clanmates.
Right?
Sweet.
We be recruiting exes.
Yes.
You know, we be recruiting. We not just going to party. We going to work.
We go to work. So yeah. I'll go ahead and I'll leave the link so if you guys want to RSVP in the description box on YouTube. Also, guys, May was Mental Health Awareness Month. It doesn't have to end with this month. If you guys, you guys feel that you or a family member might suffer from a mental illness, be it depression, anxiety, bipolar disease, anything, a screening might help. They have screenings at www.mentalhealthamerica.net. If you guys want to donate to the cause, you can also do it at mentalhealthamerica.net/donate. You can follow them on Twitter at mentalhealtham, and you can follow them on Facebook, Mental Health America. Again, big thanks to Bell Bunny for letting me be a part of that awareness stream this weekend.
Yep. And well done on all your information on that, by the way.
Well, thank you. Yeah, and with that, guys, I might be streaming a little bit of the Oryx Challenge later. But as far as this show, it is over. Bye, guys.